my thoughts go to the victims of the people who lost their homes in the wildfires that took place recently close to LA, around parts of California as well. As right now they're putting together big fundraisers to help people that lost their homes, and some people lost their lives. Of course, the families are dealing with tragedies. And I believe the Grammys, they will do a tribute to those that were badly affected by the wildfires. So my thoughts to them. The Grammys should be a way to cheer up that community out in Los Angeles. A unique example would be Andre 3000. Of course, people know him. He was half the rapper from Outkast along with Big Boy. But he's doing something that is not anywhere close to what Outkast has done musically. This is more of like a spiritual instrumental track, if you will. He does not rap whatsoever or sing. It's very peaceful. Like, it's kind of like you go into a shop where they have antiques and that type of elevator type music. That's what New Blue Sun is. It's very different than anything Andre 3000 has ever attempted in his career. And it's up for Album of the Year. So it's very. So if you're wondering, if you're thinking it's going to be like Outkast, you're going to be wrong. It's anything but that. But maybe you like it or maybe you don't. But you'll hear a little piece of it in a little bit in my playlist. Beyonce, her album Cowboy Corner. Now she's known for pop acts, but this is actually a country album, mostly country. It is infused with like some other elements of music. There is some pop into some of these songs I've heard, but there's a lot of that country sound, like the steel guitar and the drums. A lot of that is present in this album, so this is way different for her. So someone else who is known for something else and doing something different, it's country. I mean, she had a few good songs in my opinion, but it's up for Best Album of the Year. Do I think it's the best album? And in just a moment, I'll give you that thought. But let's get to Sabrina Carpenter, short and sweet. This is her 6th studio album, and she's been making music since she was a little girl when she was a star on Disney. And this is her best output ever, and it dominated the summer. She had a lot of big hits. She had Espresso and Please, Please, Please. 2 very big hits from that album. Then another big popular summer album was Brat by Charlie XCX. This is more of a dance pop tune with some EMD. So that's that type of album. Charlie XCX has made that music throughout her career, and she's back at it with that style. It's something that she's good at apparently, and lots of danceable hits. But is it a good album? I'll share that thought shortly. Then we got someone who was unknown to me, and maybe some hardcore music fans know who this is. This is Jacob Collier. This album, this Jesse Volume 4, it's a little bit of everything, and you'll hear a track from him that he did with Brandy Carlisle. That's coming up in the playlist. But he did all sorts of. He did orchestral music. He did rock music, folk music, a little bit of dance in one track. He's across the board on this album, and you get to hear the one that I think did the best chart-wise and public-wise, and it was my favorite from the album, from what I heard. It was him and Brandy Carlisle. Then we got Hit Me Hard and Soft from Billie Eilish. She's America's sweetheart. And she's from Los Angeles, California. So her and her brother, Phineas, they are deeply affected by what happened with the wildfires. They are from Los Angeles. Up next, we got Capella Roan and her album, The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess. And she was new to me as well. I think this is only her 2nd album ever. Of course, she is from the United Kingdom. And the last nominee on here is Taylor Swift, the Tortured Poets Department. Now, even though she is a big name, she actually is an independent act because she does everything herself. She left her major label years ago, so she does everything. She makes all the decisions. And from this past year, she's coming off the biggest selling tour in all of music. She grossed over $1 billion. She kept most of that money because, like, she's the creative head. She has her staff, her band that she pays, and yeah, she could buy some people a new pair of shoes if she wanted to, let's say. And this did very well. My pick for Album of the Year is the Tortured Poets Department from Taylor Swift. Yes, that is my pick because I believe for an album to be the best of the year, I believe the artist, that person has the most input on that album, which Taylor Swift did. She pretty much had all to say on the album. She was the leader and she had her team. But in addition, it sold the most money on tour. Like most of the music she played during that concert, it was from her album, the Tortured Poets Department. And a few songs was her past stuff, but I think a good 90% of it from what I heard was her new album. And it did a billion tour, so yeah, it should win. I think, in fact, the others aren't even close. I would say the second best would have been Hit Me Hard and Soft from Billie Eilish. That was a good album, but I think far and away the winner is Taylor Swift. Let's talk about the nominees for Song of the Year. You got A Bar Song by Shabuzi, Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish, Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Fortnite by Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. You got Goodnight Babe by Capella Roan. You got Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Please, Please, Please by Sabrina Carpenter. And Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. Because a lot of these songs are also up for Record of the Year. You're going to hear about 4 of the tracks coming up. That because those songs are not also nominated for Record of the Year, they're just up for Song of the Year. That's why they're just on the playlist the way they are. But here's my pick. I believe the winner for Song of the Year is Die With a Smile from Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. I think of all the song is supposed to be about the power of the lyrics and what it means to people. I guess the execution of that story being told, that's what a good song is. I think the song that does that the best, what was nominated, is Die With a Smile, which is Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Like, they sound great together. It sounds great. And you know what? It actually has a nice, powerful theme. Like, I think most people, when they want to die, they hope to die that they're happy, that maybe they had wealth, they had love in their life, and if they live a good life, they will die with a smile. And so I think this has the best message. That's what people want. So yeah, this is the best song. But that's just my opinion. You be the judge, and we'll be back